Richardson. We are away and racing for the Gordy Edwards Memorial 6-year-old and over maiden race, kindly sponsored by Gordon Edwards' family. So as they make their way down towards the first fence, Artic Sting right at the fore of affairs, Dark Soldier towards the back in conjunction with 30 Bob. 30 Bob now the back marker as they come to the second fence. As they come to that one, it's Price for Love who leads them. Price for Love on the inner, Arctic Sting on their extreme inner, and then Radical Optimism making ground on the outside as they make their way towards the next. As they come towards us, Arctic Sting purple and orange, Price for Love in the blue and red, and Radical Optimism in the blue and yellow, those three all together as they jump the next. And back behind them were Boris B, Dark Soldier and Houston Calling to come to the next. Arctic Sting, the slender advantage over Price for Love as they took the next. Come down to what will be the final fence in another circuit's time. Arctic Sting, Price for Love, then Boris B and Dark Soldier, Radical Optimism, Fruit Fizz, and then 30 Bob, the back marker, Houston Calling as they go down to pass the judge. They begin to swing left-handed. Still Arctic Sting, an advantage over Price for Love as they come to the next. All of them safely over the next, and they'll swing left-handed to make their way along the far side of the course as they do. Arctic Sting continues to lead for Huw Edwards. Dark Soldier is on the inner of Price for Love. They come to the next. All of them over that one safely. Arctic Sting continues to lead. Dark Soldier, Price for Love, Boris B, then Fruit Fizz, 30 Bob, and then behind them Radical Optimism and Houston Calling, all safely over the next. Continuing along the far side. Still Arctic Sting, who continues to lead as they make their way along the far side and along towards the river edge. Arctic Sting, Dark Soldier and Price for Love. Boris B's made up ground on the outer of Dark Soldier to go on forward to second. Arctic Sting from Boris B, Dark Soldier, Price for Love, and the grey 30 Bob running on the outer of Fruit Fizz. Behind them Houston Calling and Radical Optimism back marker as they carry on towards the next. Fairly long run between these two on the far side. Arctic Sting from Boris B, Dark Soldier comes next, and then as they come towards the next on the far side, lead is over it, all of them safely over that one. Arctic Sting still leads from Boris B, Dark Soldier comes next, then 30 Bob on the outer of Price for Love, Fruit Fizz being ridden along, Houston Calling next, and then 5 or 6 lengths behind them comes Radical Optimism, who's also being ridden along at the rear of the field. They dogleg slightly before they'll swing left-handed to take the cross fence behind the hedge and along the edge of the river here. They swing left-handed now as they do. Still Arctic Sting, who continues to lead from Boris B, Dark Soldier next, then 30 Bob, Fruit Fizz and Houston Calling, and then a long way back to Radical Optimism. He's a long way tailed off the main body of the field. So they swing left-handed towards the cross fence, vanishing out of our sight for a moment or two. I think it was Arctic Sting and Huw Edwards who led them out of view. And we'll lead them back into view from Boris B. 30 Bob has made up ground on the outer of Dark Soldier. So they make their way on towards the next. And Arctic Sting continues to lead. 30 Bob making up ground to challenge second. And then behind them Dark Soldier, Price for Love. So their leading horses now making their way towards the next. Artic Sting, 30 Bob, Dark Soldier, as they come to that one. Fizz appeared to pull up before jumping the next. Artic Sting going to continue to lead into the next with 30 Bob, Dark Soldier behind them, then Price for Love, and a fair way back then to Houston Calling. So as they come towards 3 from home, Artic Sting will lead them into the wings of this as they come to it. Artic Sting from 30 Bob, Dark Soldier comes next, and then Price for Love. 2 fences left to take as they come towards 2 from home. It's Artic Sting who continues to lead, has done since flagfall from 30 Bob. Dark Soldier coming on with a run now as they come towards the final fence. They come to this one, Artic Sting, who's led all the way. Artic Sting with 4 or 5 lengths advantage over 30 Bob. Dark Soldier running on for 3rd as they come to the judge. Artic Sting's going to take that one from 30 Bob. Then behind them, Dark Soldier, Price for Love, and Houston Calling are the only finishers.